Now, of course, you guys weren't expecting me to make a video about Harold and the Purple Crayon because it is a childhood memory that I feel like a lot of you guys probably forgot about, which I really wouldn't hold a grudge to you because I don't think anybody from Gen Z, let alone Gen Alpha, ever even taught about this. This was a Scholastics book. This was a mini series of movies from this book. And I'm not gonna lie, I honestly forgot about it until I was reminded that there's gonna be a movie made about it. And I was like, oh, cool, that's cool. But the person that's acting in this film is Zachary Levi, the same actor that played Shazam in both his first and second movie. And to be honest, I honestly forgot that this movie was coming out because I didn't really care too much of it. And it's not because of my lack of interest, well, that too, but also with the lack of marketing that the people have worked on this film for it to be produced and being seen in the widescreen. What reminded me that this movie existed was because of this tweet made by Shog saying, with the crayon, anything is possible, and it's a purple crayon with the name Harold in it. He continues this thread by saying, my obsession with this dumbass fucking movie is a problem. The stupid trailer has given me like 3 stems. The crayon, anything is possible. Ah, moose, porcupine. Right off the rip, you could get the idea that he's trying to hype up this movie for the people on Twitter. But what really got a lot of people's attention was him elaborating why he's doing this in the first place. He says, by the way, at my trailer, we got 0 people at our first showing of this movie's opening day and started giving out the crayons and posters to any little kid coming into any movie because of how poorly this was doing. Now, acts of desperation is nothing new when it comes to films that have a hard hitter on their first day, and not in a positive way, but more in a bad light. And I do feel bad for the people that were part of this movie, the actors specifically. I feel like if this movie was like lore accurate of Harold being a little kid and using his crayon to create anything that he draws and what he can imagine, which could have been cool, all right? Could have been a movie worth watching for Christmas, but with the way that this movie was setting and with the lack of marketing that these people have done with this film, feels more like a ghost than a heartfelt project that these people genuinely made without the passion being put into it with the marketing. He continues on by saying, by the way, in caps, I worked as a ticket scanner today from 9 to 5, and not only did less than 30 people come see it across my entire shift, but I saw more parents bringing kids to Inside Out, Despicable Me, and even Deadpool than Harold. That's how badly it's doing. Do you know how much of a hard hitter it has to be for the people working on this film, including the actors too, which I do feel bad as well, all right? They're taking them to Inside Out 2, which did amazingly well in the box office. They're taking them to Despicable Me 4, which is like a 50-50 according to my friends on Discord, and Deadpool 3, well, Deadpool 4, because there was a third one with titled Once Upon a Deadpool, but that's just a canon movie. Like, Deadpool and Wolverine so far is like the highest grossing rated R film, and their parents are taking their kids to watch it. Oh, because it's Marvel. Well, sure, it is Marvel, but it's not the Marvel movie you're expecting compared to the Avengers with the fourth wall breaker. Anyways, he continues by saying, here's a comparison of the giant stack of crayons I had from when my shift started and when it ended. Most of them were given to people not even watching Harold, which it hurts. Like, just looking at this. Now, these are the stack of crayons from when he started, and these are the stack of crayons of when his shift ended. Another person replied to his thread by my name is Sarah Sovi, saying, low weight, as someone who also works at a theater, I want to show you my crayon constructs. Right off the rip, I feel a bit iffy on the bottom left construct that looks like a Nazi symbol, but we're just gonna skip past that and hope that it's not the case, and you're just trying to be more decorative. For one, on the far right, it does look pretty creative. Looks like you worked your ass off to make it keep still, which you already mastered the law of physics, but just from the looks of it, it's not really doing any numbers. Now, the next thing I'm going to be telling you guys is probably going to make you show more sympathy to the people that are part of the project. And let's just be honest, they probably felt forced. They hired the indie music group AJR to make music for the film. And with the way that it's going, the marketing and the people showing up to the movie with the marketing of the crayons, hell, they might as well just give out free books in the movie theater. But I just feel bad, okay, to Zachary Levi, to the people that were part of the film, especially the actors, especially the people that were putting a lot of hard effort, the CGI effects. I feel like if this movie had like a child actor instead of a whole grown-ass adult, it could have been a box office hit. Or this could have been an animated movie, which also could have been a box office hit. But since I'm just a guy that talks on YouTube and doesn't know anything about filmmaking, animation, or CGI, my opinion can only be validated by the people watching this video. And to the people that have read the books of Harold and the Purple Crayon, that have seen the movies of Harold and the Purple Crayon, my suggestion, don't watch the movie. Probably not worth it. Even though I haven't watched it, the lack of marketing just shows that it's probably not going to be good. I might be wrong about that, but that'll depend when the reviews pop up. With all that being said, they really ruined a childhood classic, and I took it personally. It's like that one meme with with Michael Jordan, where he said, and I took that personally. Yeah, this is what I'm doing in this video, and I really can't do anything except just feel sad. And again, I guess in disbelief, where I found out about this, and when I'm being reminded that this movie exists, where a lot of people probably don't care about it. You might care about it, you might show them sympathy, you might get the merchandise, you might watch it for yourself, but I can guarantee you it's probably not going to be worth your money spending trying to get the front seat, the back seat, the middle seat, whichever place you sit in. But I guess my opinion will differentiate when the reviews pop up and how much money gets in the box office. With all that being said, I'll be seeing you all later. This is Wolf Gray. Peace. And rest in peace to a childhood legend.